Anyway, in this video we're checking out the new DC5 frame from iFlight RC. This is the new frame designed specifically for the DJI digital FPV system that everyone is raving about lately. And you're going to see a lot more frames like this, I think, from a lot more vendors, but this is one of the first ones here. This is, as you can see, a dead cat style frame with the front arms a little bit further back, so it's not going to show up in the video. At least the props are not going to show up in the video, unless that's what they're claiming. And yeah, this is specifically made for that system. So you got your air unit back here. You've got these TPU parts that are going to hold that here. I don't have the air unit yet, so I can't actually show that in here, but I probably will at some point in the near future. It does come with some extra parts here. So interestingly, you've got the TPU parts back here for the antennas that come with the air unit. Obviously, you put them through here, and then it's kind of hard to see on camera, but the holes are big enough so that you can run the wires through without any issue. And then they have this extra piece here. I think this is if you want to use this frame for a traditional, like a receiver, and then like a traditional FPV antenna. This is the part that would go here instead of this part here. Now there's some extra TPU pieces here. These little pieces here will go into the side plates for the camera. You're going to need that because it's if you don't have that, the camera will be moving around too much. So it goes on both sides. On the inside, I think it provides a little bit of dampening. And there's some extra little rubber grommets here. That's for mounting your stack if you're going to be using the extra long screws. There's 4 of those that go through here, but if you use the shorter ones with the nylon spacers, then they provide those as well if you want to mount your stack that way. There's 4 sizes of screws, which is kind of confusing. They don't provide a diagram that explains where everything goes. The shortest ones go obviously here on the top. The longest one is here, which I'm not using. That's if only if you want to use that for the mounting of your stack and using the rubber grommets. Then there's 2 in-between size screws, and basically the longest of the 2 middle ones are going to go into your stack here. And the 30 by 30, and that's what it sticks up a little bit, so you have some thread for the nylon spacers. And the second shortest screw is going to go into here, into the arms, where they're going to go into these press fit nuts. So after you've used those screws in that manner, you're going to have some leftover screws. I've used the second longest ones in, I think it's going to be in these 4 on the outside for the standoffs, and then the second shortest one I think I put into these standoffs here in the bottom. And another thing that you should be aware of is that there's 3 different standoff sizes. So the longest ones go in the front, the 2 longest ones go in the front here. The 4 shortest ones go into here because of the extra stack size or the space here for the arms and everything. So those are the 4 shortest ones, and then the middle sized ones 2 are going in the back here. Basically, I thought that the front ones and the back ones were the same, but they're not. The back ones are a couple millimeters shorter because of the space needed for the TPU part that's going to actually cover and go over the outside of the standoff. That's why it's a little bit shorter, so keep that in mind. And once you have that all lined up, everything will just screw down perfectly fine. If it's kind of off, then yeah, check to make sure you have the standoffs in the right spots. A few more specs on the frame here: 2mm top plate, 2mm sandwich plate and bottom plate. The arms are 5mm, and then you have obviously your 30 by 30 mounting. 20 by 20 as well is available here on the bottom. And then if you want to use this for traditional components instead of for the DJI system, you could put you have mounting options in the back here for 20 by 20, say VTX, and or 30 by 30 VTX or some other component back there. And then also on the top plate, you also have a 20 by 20 mount here for something if you want to hang something from underneath the top plate. Okay, so this is the weight of the frame. No parts or anything on here, and it's coming at 134 grams. Okay, so that's going to do it for this quick look at the DC5 frame from iFlight. I will put a link down in the description if you guys want to check it out. And yeah, if you have already invested in the DJI Air system, the FPV system, then yeah, you know, if you want to do an extra build or whatever, you just have to get the air unit. You get the camera plus the air unit. If you already have the goggles and the transmitter, then All you need is basically the flight controller and form an ESC, and of course the motors. Hook all that up and you're good to go on this new system. Anyway guys, that's going to do it for this video. If you have any questions, let me know, and I'll talk to you guys in the next one.